boys and girls. I just wanted to make a video to tell you how much I love you and how much I am going to miss you and how proud of you I am. I just want to say that as an entire class, this class this year has been the best class to try your best. The very first day of school, I said, I make mistakes. Remember my mistake poster? I make mistakes all the time. You're going to make mistakes all the time. It's okay for people. But what do I want you to do? Try your best. Do I want you to be perfect? Of course not. I'm not perfect. I don't expect you to be perfect. But I asked you to try your best. And I never, in the whole entire year, and this is very rare, I never had one child that said, I can't do this, or I'm not even going to try because it's too hard, or I would walk by and you had nothing on your paper. I had kids in my class that always tried, no matter what challenge I gave you, and that is just about unheard of in a first grade classroom. So I just want to tell you how proud of you I am that you always tried your best. That means you're going to be very successful with whatever you choose to do in your life. Okay, I just want to go down the list in our class, and I just want to tell you something I love about you. And if I told you everything I love about you, this video would last forever and ever and ever, and it would never upload. So I'm going to tell you at least one thing that I love about you, because I usually do this in class, so I'll do it in a video. Okay, here we go. Owen, I love that you're always so happy. I've never seen you angry or upset. You always just have a happy heart, and I just love that. I'm gonna miss seeing your smiling face every day. Beckett, the progress you have made this year is just astounding. You have come so far in so many ways, and I just couldn't ask for more from you. You have grown so much, and I'm so proud of you. Dax, you always have a good attitude. It doesn't matter what has happened, you always just look at it the best way that you can. If something happens to you, if somebody does something to you, you're like, it's okay. It's all right, Miss Kight. It'll be all right. And you just always have a good attitude about everything, no matter what is going on. And that's hard to do, so I'm really proud of you for that. Kylie, you were always just so sweet and smiley. And I say smiley because I just think of a smiley face whenever I see you. You're always just wanting to give to others and help others and make sure other people are okay. You're very nurturing, and I just love that about you. Daily, you try so hard with anything I give you. Every time I've given you a goal, I want you to get better at doing this, and we work on it together. Every single goal I've made for you, you've met. You have done so well, and it's because you work so hard. I'm really proud of you. Caitlin, you're like my little mini adult. I feel like I have adult conversations with you. You are so smart and helpful, and I'm going to miss having you help others and help me. I just think of you as a little mini adult. You're like an adult in like a little kid's body. I feel like I could learn from you, so I'm going to miss that about you. Hunter, you have the kindest heart, and a lot of people may not know that because you're silly and you like to have fun and you like to goof off, which I love, because who doesn't want to goof off when you're a kid? Kids need to goof off, but you have a really kind heart, and a lot of people probably don't know that about you. And I love that you just want to help others and give to others, and I see that in you, and I really love it. Jet, I love your sarcastic humor. You crack me up. I think sometimes you are funny and other people don't even know I'm laughing because the way you do it is so hilarious. Sometimes you act upset or annoyed, and you're really not. You're being funny, and sometimes I don't feel like people know that about you, but you're always just making me laugh. I love your humor. We like to joke back and forth a lot, and I feel like some people are like, what are they talking about? They are crazy. But I have had so much fun with you, joking with you this year, and I'm gonna miss that. You're so sweet. Hudson, I love how you love your friends. You are such a good friend. You always have lots of buddies around you because you're just fun to be around. And I love that you're such a good friend. You're like a little social butterfly, but a boy. I always think of social butterflies as little girls, but you're just like the fun kid to hang around, and I'm gonna miss that about you. Rosalind, you are hilarious. sometimes when you would do something and I would be like, Rosalind, and then you would say something, I would just laugh and I couldn't even be upset with you because you were so funny. You are hilarious and so bubbly, and I hope you never lose that or change that about yourself, because you make me laugh. Even sometimes when I don't want to laugh, you make me laugh, and I love that about you. Landry, you have such good character, and you're so quiet that I feel like sometimes people may not even know how sweet you are, but you are quietly kind to others. You may not come and tell me, Miss Kight, I helped this person with this, or Miss Kight, I helped this person with that, but I see it. You're so quiet about it, but it's noticed. I promise. You are so good and helpful, and you do it so quietly. You don't want attention for it, but that's someone with really good character, and I really appreciate that in you. Julia, you are always such a good listener, and you're always following directions and trying your best, and that just makes the best student. And I just appreciate how you've just been such a good student this year. You're going to go very far. Adia, you are so sassy and spunky, but you're sweet. Sometimes sassy and spunky girls are not very sweet because it's hard to be both, but you're both. You are so sassy, but you do it in such a sweet way that it gives you just the best personality. I hope you never change that either, because I just love that about you. You make class fun. Matthew, if I ever needed a hug, I could depend on you for a hug. You came and gave me the best hugs. Just randomly, just whenever I would need them, you would always just come tell me you love me and give me a hug, and I just enjoyed it. I'm going to really, really miss your hugs. Holly, you make me laugh. Usually whenever I would check your binder in the morning, you would tell me something funny that happened the day before. I can think of a few, but I'm not going to tell. That's just between us. But you would always make me laugh, and I love how you were a good friend to others too. Nathan N., you always try your best, and you may have done it quietly, but I could always see you working so hard, and you have made so much progress this year, and I'm just so proud of you for your hard work and your progress. I just couldn't have asked you to do more. You're just so good. Asa, I can't even tell you how much progress you have made. I used to help you with so many things, and now you do everything by yourself. And I'd be like, Asa, let me help. And you would say, Kight, I got it. I'm good. And I would watch and be kind of afraid to let you do things by yourself. But I learned that you are so independent and strong. You are so strong. So I can't wait to see how far you're going to go, Asa. You're amazing. Julian, you have the best attitude. You are always smiling and always sweet, and nothing ever upsets you, that you're just a kind person to be around, and I love being around people like you. You just make me smile, make me so happy. Michaela, you have made so much progress this year. I mean, I feel like I could say that about every single person, but you've just come so far. You are doing so great, and I'm so proud of you for all of your hard work, and it's because you've been working hard. So I'm super proud of you, and I have to say you're sweet. I mean, I just have to. All my kids are sweet, but you're just a sweetheart, and I love that about you. Colby, you have the kindest heart, and I just love your sweet little voice, and you are just so precious, and I've never heard you talk ugly to anybody or raise your voice. You're just the calm presence in our room, and you were just so lovely to be around. You are so sweet and kind-hearted. Haley, you always work so hard. Every time I graded papers, I feel like your name was on all of them. You always finished and turned in your center work and your morning work and all of your work. I just feel like I was always grading your papers because you were always working so hard, and that's why you've come so far. So never give up. You're doing so good, Haley. I'm really proud of you. Alex, you're just such a great artist, and I could say that about so many kids. I feel like so many of you are hardworking and sweet and kind and good artists, but Alex, when I think of you, I think of an artist. You are so talented, and so I hope you never give up on your artwork, and I can't wait to see how far you go. You are just amazing to me. Nathan V, you always want your work to be right. You always want to do your best, and you will let me know if you are stuck on something, which I appreciate, and I love that about you. So I'm so proud of you for always working hard and wanting everything to be right and not just wanting to finish. And so that makes you a super good student. I'm really proud of you for that. Brylan, you've always been such a good helper. I wouldn't even have to ask you if you could go help this person with this or with that. You would see what needed to be done and you would just go do it. And I love that about you. I have a feeling where you get it from, but you were always such a good helper to me, and I wouldn't even have to ask you to help. So I'm gonna miss having you for a helper. Cannon, you are so funny and you have the sweetest heart. I just love that you make everybody around you laugh. You make me laugh. You know I love to be silly, and so I love to have kids to be silly with. But whenever it was time to be serious, you were serious and did your work. So you are very well balanced. You can be silly and you can be serious, and you know the good time to be both. And so I really appreciate that in a student. And last but certainly not least, you can hear Willow's in her bed singing. Is that cracking y'all up? She is singing when she's supposed to be napping. So I'm gonna have to wrap this up. Oh my goodness, and I don't even think I'm looking at the camera right. There's the camera, I've been looking at the other side, and I just realized the camera's on this side. Goofy me, you know. Bryson, I did not forget you. I'm sorry, you know how I get distracted. Bryson, I loved all the projects you made for me this year. I loved that you put so much time and effort, and they were all so unique. I have never received the kinds of gifts that you gave me this year. I just loved them, and I love how you work so hard and you're just so kind, and I will treasure all of those things that you gave me forever and ever and ever. I just really love you, and I love everybody. And I just want to remind you guys of something, okay? You can be anything you want to be. It doesn't matter how much money you and your family have. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you look like. None of that matters. I always think of Abraham Lincoln. Remember that book we read called Mr. What was it called? Mr. Lincoln's Whiskers? I think that was the name of it. He received a letter from a girl named Grace. And Grace was just a kid. And many people believe that Grace helped him win the presidency. He won the election. He was our 16th president because he listened to a kid. You're important. You're kids, that you can change the world. Just like Abraham Lincoln, he was very poor. He had a dirt floor. He had almost nothing growing up. And he became our president because he worked hard and he never gave up. Do you remember that word that means that you never give up? He persevered. So as long as you work hard and you never give up, you can do and be anything you want to be. It doesn't matter where you live, how much money you have. I can't tell you that enough. As long as you work hard and you never give up, you can be anything you want to be, just like Abraham Lincoln. And don't forget that just because you're a kid, that you're not important. Of course you're important. Just like Grace helped Mr. Lincoln, President Lincoln it ended up being, she helped him and she was just a kid. So don't also forget that now you're important, not just when you're older and doing whatever it is you want to do with your life, whatever job you want to have. Now you're important and you can change the world now. Before you go and change the world, you are ready for second grade. I am so proud of you. Your second grade teacher is going to love every single one of you. I'm so jealous that she's going to get you all next year, and my time with you got cut short. I'm going to be very jealous about that, just being honest, okay? But you are going to make the best second graders. I can't tell you how proud of you I am. I know I've rambled and rambled on, and Willow is back there singing to me, so it's kind of distracting. You know how I get. But I just want you to know I love you so much, and I can't wait to see what you do. I can't wait to see you when you're grown up. I may have some presidents in my classroom. I may have some doctors. I may have some people in NFL or NBA. I may have some working on my car whenever I get older. Or I may take a pet to you if my pet is sick. Or you may be cutting my hair or doing my makeup. I mean, sky's the limit. You can be whatever you want to be. So I want you to know I'll never forget you. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you again, because I will see you again. I'll make sure of it, okay? I love you guys. Bye-bye. Okay, I just thought I would give you a little update. She's asleep. I had to go rock her and sing her one song and then lay her back down, and now she's open. Are her eyes open? Oh, they're closed. Okay, good. Scared me for a second. She's asleep. I just want to give you a little update. Hopefully I'll let her make a video for you soon. I haven't been able to let her on any of my teaching videos because she kind of makes it into a circus and it's a little crazy, but I'll try to let Willow make a little video for you very soon, okay?